Alright, hi Libra, and welcome to your June 2021 tarot reading. Today, my film space is a little cozier, I hope. And the first 6 signs that I did are going to get like a kind of a barren desk to look at, but I don't know, I made it look a little nicer. And today I'm going to be using Everyday Witch Tarot, and we're going to do a past, present, future reading. Okay, I'm going to lay the cards out for you. Okay, so these are the cards that I got for you, and we're going to start over here with the Ten of Wands and the Fool. So what I'm getting over here is, the first thing I thought of was that, okay, so obviously these Ten of Wands are a burden of some kind, and I thought that maybe you were getting freedom from a burden, but then I also thought that maybe this Ten of Wands can represent like hard work, like working hard in general, and maybe somehow working hard sets you free from something. I'm going to get clarifiers on both of those cards, so we'll figure out what exactly that is. With the Nine of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, I'm feeling like you are kind of like eagerly waiting something, like patiently. You're patient, but you're eager to see it come to fruition. And it's something to do with this Two of Pentacles. It's like Two of Pentacles is the balancing act that you do between work and life. And it can kind of talk about a balancing act for your life in general. And I just feel like maybe you feel really peaceful in the balancing act of your life right now. Yeah, it feels like a pretty good energy. And then over here we have Queen of Swords and Seven of Cups. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords has Queen of Swords is, I always see her as like a logical person, and she is brutally honest and tough and somewhat cold. So it's interesting that she's paired up with this Seven of Cups, because cups are so emotional. I think it might be talking about you being this sort of like logical person, and you're maybe like being asked to entertain some like fantastical ideas about what you want to do with your life or do in the future. And yeah, these two cards, I don't have a clear idea of what they're about, and we're gonna get some clarifiers on these as well. Okay, so I'll be right back with that. Okay, so I clarified this whole spread. I got one clarifier for each card, and we're gonna start over here. Okay, this Ten of Wands was clarified by the Four of Cups. The burden you were carrying was a mindset. The burden you were carrying was this sort of doom and gloom mindset where you wouldn't let go of the past, of things that were happening in the past. And this Fool card came along to okay, so the Fool was clarified by death, and this is about you transforming into the Fool. And so there was something that happened that caused you to put down this burdensome mindset and take on the mindset of the Fool. The Fool's mindset is, of course, walking off the cliff and just trusting that everything's going to be okay. And yeah, I think that's what you needed. I think you really needed that. And okay, so over here, the Nine of Cups was clarified by the Ace of Wands. Nine of Cups is waiting for and expecting the Ace of Wands. And so you are waiting for and expecting eagerly this new passion. I feel like maybe this Ten of Wands situation over here might have involved something that maybe used to really give you joy, but it became a burden and maybe just affected you in this bad way. And I think that you let that go, and I think you are now waiting for this new passion that is going to make you feel alive again. And I think you're in a good place about it. And then down here, Two of Pentacles was clarified by the Hermit. And when I looked at the Two of Pentacles, at first I was feeling like the balancing act of life and just like the joy of it. And I think that part of that joy has been getting back to the basics for you. The Hermit means a lot of different things to me, but what I'm actually getting off of it right now intuitively is that it has to do with getting back to the basics. So like maybe you're in a period of solitude, or maybe you're just sort of withdrawing your focus from society, even if you're not like able to get away from society. And I think that you're deciding for yourself what actually matters to you. And like what you actually need from your life. And what you don't need in your life. And I think that that is also going to help you in the balance of your life. I think you'll be able to balance your whole life better because of that. And then over here, okay, so this was, this Queen of Swords and Seven of Cups were the two cards that I didn't understand. Okay, so what I got was this Queen of Swords was clarified by the Tower, and I think that the Queen of Swords is the Tower. And what I'm feeling off of this is this Queen of Swords, like very logical mindset, is this Tower. The Queen of Swords is the Tower, and you had this Queen of Swords mindset that was destroyed. And I don't know how that happened, but what we see down here is the Seven of Cups clarified by the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is on a path, but he sees this other path that he wants to go down instead. And so I think that because your Queen of Swords mindset, your logical mindset was destroyed, I think you're going to choose to go down a different path. And it's going to be, the Seven of Cups can say that there are a lot of different paths that you could choose from, but also, actually, I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of different paths that you could choose to go down, and I think there's a lot of different places that you could end up, and I think that you're going to explore a lot of different things too. And it's because this mindset was destroyed. I don't know what exactly happened, and You know what? Let me go ahead and get some. Let me ask into it and see if I can get some clarifiers about what might have happened to cause some of this. Okay, so I got some more clarifiers to figure out what the situation was about. I asked about what I asked over here with the Fool and the Ten of Wands was what caused the Ten of Wands to become the Fool. And what I got was the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. And so what that means to me is that it can mean a couple things. The first thing I thought of was that some kind of like some kind of group, what's the word I'm looking for? There was some sort of like organization, like a church or something that intervened in your life and freed you from your burdensome mindset. And it kind of makes me think that, like, maybe I don't know if you had like some sort of drug problem and then like you got involved in a church that helped you get out of that. But that's one possibility for some people. And then this Ten of Cups over here, it makes me think that maybe some of you got married. And because the Hierophant can represent like an organization of some kind. I always think of it like it's an organization, a societal organization, like a school or a church or a court of law maybe, but I mean, yeah, you'd see like judgment or justice showing up. Anyways, yeah, it made me think maybe, so with this Hierophant and this Ten of Cups, it made me think maybe marriage, like you got married and that somehow freed you from your burden. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm getting over here. And then Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what I asked here was, what is this Ace of Wands? And what I got was the Seven of Pentacles. And what I'm getting out of that is I'm actually kind of confused about what that means. Because it seems like, because Ace of Wands means like a new passion. But Seven of Pentacles are so like even-tempered. They're earthy, they're slow. And then Seven of Pentacles is a card about taking stock of your abundance or your finances. Or maybe you're an accountant or something, and that's like really something that lights you up. Maybe you really, really enjoy working with money, or maybe you really enjoy working in your garden or something. I don't know. Comment below if you have like a passion for something that could relate to this Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. Tell me in the comments below. And then over here, let's see, over here with this Queen of Swords, what I asked was, why was the Queen of Swords destroyed? And what I got was Queen of Wands. And so what it's telling me is that this Queen of Wands destroyed the Queen of Swords. And so it makes it seem like whatever this passion is over here with the Seven of Pentacles, this Ace of Wands, it caused the destruction of the Queen of Swords, the logical mindset the cold, distant mindset that you might have held. Yeah. So this has been a really interesting reading, and I'm not sure there's much more to say about it. I hope that it all made sense, and I've been getting action cards for everybody, so I think I'm going to get some for you too. Okay, so these are the action cards that I got from you, and these are going to represent actions that you can take in your situation. The Emperor. The Emperor is a card about strong leadership, and I also read it as a card for planning, but in this case, I think that it's referring to an experienced person, a really wise and experienced person, and I think it's talking about you, because I think you've been through a lot in your life, and it's kind of like inviting you to trust yourself, trust your experience, and know that you are really wise, and you can trust yourself. And for this Page of Swords, Page of Swords talks about a new idea that you want to charge right into and just explore, even if you don't really know what you're doing. And I think it's kind of telling you that that's okay for you to do that. Because I think that you are smart enough, I think you're wise enough with this Emperor card over here to know when you're gonna really get in trouble. So I think it'd be okay for you to explore whatever your new idea is and not be afraid. And then over here with this Five of Wands, this is just kind of warning you, don't argue with people. People are unreasonable sometimes, and you just don't need to engage with them. It's better if you just don't engage with them. So walk away from this argument. I don't see any other way to deal with arguing people who want to be argumentative with you. I'd say just walk away from these people. If this is like your family or something, obviously you don't have to walk away from your family forever or something. I'm just saying, don't engage with arguments. Don't engage in arguments with people. Just walk away from arguments. You don't have to. You don't have to put up with being yelled at. Anyways, Seven of Cups. Again, I think it's just telling you to explore the possibilities. There's a lot of possibilities in your life, and it kind of wants you to explore all of them in the way that this Page of Swords explores things. By just charging in there and having a look around, Okay. So that's all I have for you for today. And I hope it helped, and I hope it all made sense. Comment below, and I'll see you next time.